movie has arrived and everybody's having a good time. Well, a few people are having a good time. Well, okay, some of them are having a good time. Okay, it's likely that none of them are having a good time at all. Now, this song is specifically about Kendra and Brett. Patrice does have one line and Archie does come in at the end, but the main bulk of the song is between Kendra and Brett. And all you really need to know about the other characters, and really there's only two other main characters that don't have singing lines, is that none of them are really enjoying the movie. Evan is worried for obvious reasons. He wants this to go well so that he can have a good bar mitzvah, yada yada yada. And Lucy's just trying to stop Kendra and Brett from getting together. And there's also the posse and the other minor characters, but we don't know too much about them, so there you go. And before I do talk about Kendra and Brett, I will briefly touch upon Patrice's line. Patrice's line is basically just her singing about how Evan invited her to the movies and now is promptly ignoring her. And she's just a little upset by this, understandably, so that's what her line is about. But this song, as I've stated several times, is about Brett and Kendra. And the thing about Brett and Kendra is that they are both terrified at this point. And they're terrified for different reasons. Brett has spent the first part of this play, up to this point, bragging about how he's going to give Kendra the tongue. And now finally he's at the movie. He has the opportunity, and he's terrified. Now obviously you can interpret this in many different ways, but the way I choose to interpret it is just that Brett is a talker, but not necessarily a doer. He's heard about the tongue, and he's bragged about how he's going to give the tongue, but he's never given the tongue before, and he doesn't know what he's doing. So he's sitting there and he's terrified because he doesn't know how to move in. He's sitting there trying to prepare himself to give the tongue, and he's not moving, and he doesn't know why. Also, he took the girl that he wants to give the tongue to an R-rated movie entitled The Blood Master. Maybe not the best idea. So that's what's happening with Brett right now. On the other side, we have Kendra, who is also terrified, but she's terrified because Brett's not doing anything. It never occurs to her that Brett himself is terrified. She just kind of immediately assumes that it's something she did. Was it something she said? Is it because her breath smells bad? I mean, she did eat pork rinds before. Is this her fault? Is he gonna move in at some point? Is he gonna like it? I don't know, blah blah blah. She's just nervous because Brett's not doing anything, and she doesn't know why. And the thing that I love about this song is that it really sounds like it's going to be a ballad. It sounds like it's a duet between two people who are madly in love, but it's a duet between two adolescents who are terrified. Also, there are quite a few lyrics in the song that are describing what's happening on the screen. So we mentioned eyelids getting torn off, and axes in the throat, and other wonderfully gory things like that. And, if this wasn't awkward enough, Archie has come in by the end of the song. He's not in at the very beginning, because as he stated, he was in the bathroom having a seizure. Great way to open up conversation. So he comes in all dressed up with flowers, and he goes in to sit next to Kendra and hand her the flowers and try to have a conversation with her, much to Evan's chagrin. Because Evan assumed that Archie was just going to sit next to Kendra. But Archie wants more than that. Archie wants them to end up together. So Archie also wants to kiss Kendra. So you have that happening. But finally, we have some resolve. Kendra and Brett have both stood up at this point, much to everyone's annoyance, because they're kind of blocking the screen, and Brett's trying to prepare himself to lean in to give Kendra the kiss, and Kendra is preparing herself for Brett to give her the kiss. And Archie, on the other side of Kendra, is preparing himself to give Kendra a kiss. So we have Archie on one side, Brett on one side, Kendra in the middle, both Archie and Brett going in for the kiss, and you can probably guess what's going to happen, but I'm not going to tell you yet. So that's everything for this song. Tune in next week for next week's song. See you then. Now.